YouTube, what is going on, y'all? All right, man, today's video over on Twitter, I just want to go over this real quick. They dropped the season 4 roadmap. Season 4 looks like it's about to be an absolute banger. We're getting a brand new map, if you guys didn't know, called Vondel, and it's set in the Netherlands. And we're gonna have it DMZ and Resurgence at launch. This is next Wednesday, I believe. We're getting a bunch of new DMZ features. I don't really play DMZ. We got new gameplay features for Vondel only. We're getting an amphibious vehicle, a new public event called High Stakes. Looks like a loot crate that you're probably gonna have to fight over, and then you get a bunch of loot out of it. Who knows? Also, a new public event is sweeping across Vondel. When it starts, several loadout-sized crates will drop from the sky. Capturing them grants double weapon and player XP for the duration of the match. And yes, that does stack if you've already have double XP active. Ooh, that's fire. For people who don't grind multiplayer to level up their weapons, that's really fire for people who only play Warzone to level up weapons. You know what I mean? So you could potentially have quadruple XP for your weapons and your player XP if you pop a double XP before you get into the match and then get one of these crates as well. You'll be rolling in XP. We're getting a new piece of equipment called the Reinforcement Flare Field Upgrade. So I have no idea what that's going to do. This looks like a parachute and the res sign. So maybe like a bot is going to, maybe you shoot it when you're downed and a bot's going to come revive you, maybe. I don't know. We'll have to see. And then there will be a dynamic fog system. So I read something else on Twitter that said most of the time Vondel is going to be sunny, but then there's a chance. So I don't think it's going to happen every game, but there's a chance that a fog could roll in onto the map. So we're going to have some dynamic weather over on Vondel. So that seems pretty cool. I just hope they don't overdo it and make it corny. You know what I mean? Here's a bigger screenshot of the fog rolling into Vondel. So Call of Duty tweeted this. Due to Vondel's location, it's subject to certain inclement weather conditions that can allow the fog to roll into Vondel at different density levels, creating new gameplay opportunities. While a clear sky is the most likely, keep an eye on the weather forecast in-game. Weather forecast in-game? So they're probably just going to alert you if it's coming in. I mean, this could be cool. Like I said, it could be really cool if they don't overdo it and make it like mad corny to where you can't even see 2 feet in front of you. You know what I mean? But dynamic weather, it always on the surface, sounds pretty cool. And then there's going to be a limited time mode called Lockdown over on Vondel. So Vondel's bringing a bunch of new content. Obviously, a new map is always exciting, but then to add all this other stuff with the new map is going to be super fun. And I know my cam's covering most of the multiplayer stuff, getting a few new maps, some classic maps, blah blah blah. Onto the weapons, operators, and more. We're getting, looks like three new weapons. We're getting the Tempest Razorback assault rifle. That looks like a pretty unique kind of weapon. And then we're getting the SO45 SMG, which I'm assuming is going to be like the UMP45. It looks a lot like from MW 2019 when they added the Striker, which was their take on what the UMP was, and it was absolutely terrible. So hopefully they at least make the gun good instead of disrespecting the absolutely legendary UMP45. And then we're getting a melee weapon, which is just whatever, you know what I'm saying? We're getting 2 new operators, Nikto and Anna Vega. We're getting a new event called Assault on Vondel. We're getting Black Cell Battle Pass, which, if you remember, was like you paid an extra 20 bucks for the Battle Pass, and they gave you like exclusive rewards, operators, skins, camo, stuff like that. Go down in the comments, tell me if you guys are excited to play on the new map Vondel. It looks pretty cool. I haven't really seen much of it. I've been kind of trying to stay away from it just so I can go in and be completely like new to it. You know what I mean? We also got some in-game screenshots of the new weapons. This is Tempest Razorback, I think they called it. And there is the or what are they calling it? The ISO 45. And then the melee. All on Vondel. Vondel looks fire. I'm not gonna lie. I'm super excited to play it. All right, and then we got some like overhead views and like in-game screenshots of Vondel. It's looking pretty nice. It's really urban, which is always a plus in my opinion. I always like fighting in like the city, like close quarter kind of buildings. You can really finesse your way in and out of situations. So this is looking pretty cool. It looks kind of big. It's always hard to tell if the maps are actually big in these screenshots or some of it's like outside of the actual boundaries of the map. You know what I'm saying? I think one of the keys to getting a Resurgence map really nice is always the player count. You know what I'm saying? When Fortune's Keep first dropped and they only had the 40 people, and it took them like a couple weeks to bump that up to 50. The 40 people was way too little for the size of Fortune's Keep. So I hope they start at 50 and adjust from there. Okay, we got like a little train station area. That's the Nikita or whatever this guy's name is. walking around Vondel. And also something else that I noticed, and people on Twitter have also noticed, is that they dropped the 2.0 off of the Warzone logo. Remember, it used to be Call of Duty Warzone 2.0, and they decided to drop that off. So that's interesting. I don't know what that really means. Maybe it doesn't mean anything. Who knows? So it looks like there's a new mechanic here in season 4 for Resurgence. In season 4, all Resurgence matches will include this new core mechanic, an icon that is in the direction of the opponent that eliminated your squad mate. This icon merely shows direction, not exact location, and it is tied to the death of your squad mate. So that's interesting. That gives you, so that for like the offensive side of things, we obviously get, when you get a full kill, you get a ping. Now they're giving the defensive side of things something to react to. So that should be interesting. Okay, now this here is interesting. Season 4 of Warzone will launch with a new dynamic Resurgence timer system. It will dynamically adjust the Resurgence spawn time based on the game mode you are playing and your squad side. This means players can effectively play solos and larger squad modes if they choose to. Resurgence modes are set to receive a new dynamic timer feature as part of the general plan with aspirations for all online modes. Call of Duty developers are introducing a new feature, dynamic Resurgence timers. This automatically adjusts a squad's timers should one or multiple squad members disconnect. Should those squad members rejoin, the Resurgence timers revert back to their normal countdowns. However, in general, dynamic Resurgence timers should be an equalizer for squads that suddenly find themselves short an operator. This is one of those things that we're just gonna have to wait and see how it feels as we play it. We can't really make a judgment on it, but it sounds cool. And this makes me think, should those squad members rejoin, the Resurgence timers revert back to their normal countdowns? So that kind of makes me think they're adding like a reconnect feature. No? That's kind of what that sounds like, right? Also, look here, at launch, Vondel supports Resurgence and DMZ, as we reported last week. Battle Royale for Vondel launches with Season 4 Reloaded and will feature its own Gulag. This Gulag looks a lot like the OG Gulag, just with a different like twist on it, you know what I mean? The OG, the Showers Gulag. I mean, honestly, Season 4 is looking like low-key an insane amount of content dropping. It's gonna be fire. We're getting a new map, new weapons, new in-game events, new mechanics to Resurgence. And this all starts next Wednesday, right? June 14th is next Wednesday. I'm super intrigued to see if they continue kind of speeding up the core gameplay mechanics. You know what I'm saying? The ADS times, the strafe speeds, the base sprint speeds, that really will make the game super fun for me. But with the new season always comes a bunch of new gameplay adjustments as well. So we're getting all this content plus gameplay updates. Should be fire. Let me know in the comments if you guys are excited. Oh, what the my headset just broke. I hope you guys did enjoy the video. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one.